Namaskar, welcome to the first lecture of application of integrals. Now let us first discuss syllabus, application and finding the area under simple curves, especially lines, parabolas and area of circles or ellipse. So here in application of integrals we are going to see how we can find area of these curves or area under these curves, right? Now first, here in the diagram you can see that I have a curve y equal to fx. It is bounded by this area, this shaded region is bounded by a curve y is equal to fx, x-axis and a line x equal to a and x equal to b. So first let us discuss how to find area, okay, where the area is between a curve and the x-axis and between two lines, as here we have seen x is equal to a and x is equal to b. So if we have this kind of area, then for this area is equals to integration of y dx. Integration of y dx, here we take limit from a to b. Okay. Now for this, if you wanted to understand it in detail, what we have done, we have taken a strip, very small strip of width dx. Okay, you can consider this is very small and its height is y. So if I find the area of this strip, it will be y into dx. So area of the strip is y into dx. Now this strip is continuing from this point P to point Q. So our limit of integration is a to b. And what we have to integrate? We have to integrate y dx, that is we have to integrate y with respect to x. So as we have to integrate with respect to x, first we convert y in terms of x. So I have area is equals to f of x dx, integration of f of x dx between limit a and b. You will understand this clearly when we do problems. Okay. So when we have area between x-axis and a curve, okay, this is how we are going to calculate. Now let us discuss when the area is between curve and y-axis and we have a limit between y equal to c to y equal to d. Then in that case, in the same reasoning, we can say that area is equal to x into dy, integration of x dy, limit between c to d. So y varies from c to d. So here you make a correction that y is varying from c to d. X we can replace as f of y into dy. Now if the curve is below x-axis, now when the curve is below x-axis, then in that case what happens, when we calculate area we get a negative value, but as we know that area cannot be negative, therefore what we do while calculating the area, we use modulus sign. So area is modulus of y dx, where y is varying between a to b. So our area is x y dx or x dy. It depends on whether the area is below x-axis or it is towards the left of y-axis. So when it is towards the left of y-axis, then also our answer will be negative, and to get the positive area we are going to use the modulus sign. So while you are calculating area, it is essential to draw the graph to understand what portion is above x-axis, what portion is below x-axis, what is towards right, what is towards left. Okay. Now here in this diagram you can see that some of the portion is below x-axis and some of the portion is above x-axis. So in that case what we do, we will divide, okay, our integral between point 0 to some point say a, and then from a to b, like that. So our area will become modulus of a1. Why we are using modulus sign? Because our area a1 is below x-axis, so for that we are going to use modulus sign plus a2. Now area between two curves. Area bounded by two curves, say f of x and g of x, where g of x is between 0 and f of x, that means g of x is below f of x in interval a to b as shown in the figure. So as you can see in the figure, I have fx, then I have gx, and then we have to find area between these two curves. So first what we are going to do, we are going to find out the point of intersection where they are intersecting. So x is equals to a and x is equals to b, as here we are getting. Now in this case, to find the area of shaded region, we are going to use the formula a is equals to f of x dx between a to b minus g of x dx. Okay, you can easily figure out that when we find f of x dx, then we are going to get area between x axis and the curve y is equals to fx between point a and b. And when we calculate area of gx, then we are going to get the area between this curve y equal to gx and x axis between point a and b. So if I subtract this part, which is the area below y equal to gx, from the area below y equal to f of x, then we are going to get the shaded area. So for getting shaded area, we draw the diagram, and then by looking at the diagram, we will decide from which function we have to subtract the other function. Now if f of x is greater than g of x in a to c and f of x is less than g of x in c to d, that means our curve is changing, okay, it's a direction like this. So from a to b, y equal to g of x is below f of x, and from b to say point r, y equal to f of x is between g of x. So in that case what we do, in that case from a to c we are going to find f of x minus g of x, then from point c to b we are going to find g of x minus f of x as given in the formula. Okay, so if you are very good in calculating integrals, definite integrals, then this topic is very easy. Okay, here you only have to draw the graph to understand how the curve is, okay, and then easily you can calculate the area. Okay, so now let us see some problems, okay, to understand the concept. We have find the area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equals to x and the line x equal to 1, x equal to 4 and x axis. Okay, so as you know, in 11th standard we have discussed equation of parabola. So y square is equals to x, this is an equation of parabola, and you can draw this parabola. Okay, x equal to 1 and x equal to 4 also we can draw. We have already discussed this thing in our school 9th standard, and x axis. So once we draw, we get graph like this. This is y square is equals to x. So if you take y negative or positive, the same value you are going for x. Okay, so if y is minus 3 or plus 3, our x is going to be 9. So 1 point below x axis and 1 point above x axis we will get like that. Okay, we have to find the area of the region bounded by curve y square is equals to x. So we have drawn y square is equals to x, then x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 4, and then x axis. So the area what we have shaded is the required area that we have to calculate. So here we have to find area of shaded region. Now we know the formula. We are going to use area is equals to y dx. Okay, when we have to calculate area above or below x axis, then our formula will be y into dx. So we have to calculate area y dx between limit 1 to 4. Now the y is root of x, so we will calculate integral of root of x. Integral of root of x is x power 3 by 2. Okay, so x power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, and we will put limit 1 and 4. Now here what you have to do, you have to replace x with upper limit first, and then minus you have to replace x with the lower limit. So we do that, and finally we get answer as 14 upon 3. So 14 upon 3 is square unit. They have not mentioned any unit, so we will say that 14 upon 3 square unit is the required area. Easy? Yes? Okay. Now let us see the next question. Find the area of the region bounded by y square is equals to 9x, x equal to 2, x equal to 4 and the x-axis in the first quadrant. Now this problem is very much similar to the previous problem. So you can solve this problem. Here what you will get? You will get the value of y as 3 root x. Now value of y could be 3 root x or minus 3 root x. Why we are not taking minus sign? Because here we are getting y above x-axis. It is mentioned in the problem we have to find in first quadrant, or from diagram we can see that we are calculating above x-axis. Therefore we are taking y is equals to 3 root x. So try to solve this problem yourself. You will get here area is 16 minus 4 root 2 square unit. Now let us see the third question. Now here the curve is x square is equals to 4y and we have to calculate area between y is equals to 2 and 4 and y axis. So your diagram will be something like this. Now this problem is again similar to what we have done, okay, just now. Only the difference is that there we are calculating area between x-axis and the curve. Here we are calculating area between y-axis and the curve. So our formula will change. A is equals to integration of x dy and our limit will be from 2 to 4. So we calculate x. Now here the value of x will be 2 root y. So let us put that and integrate it and provide the limit 1 to 4. So once we do the calculation, we will get area as 4 upon 3, 8 minus 2 root 2, which is 32 minus 8 root 2 whole divided by 3. So the required area is 32 minus 8 root 2 whole divided by 3 square units. Okay, now find the area of the region bounded by the ellipse. Now so far we have discussed how to calculate the area between curve and x-axis, okay, and between the lines. Now here we have to calculate the area of complete ellipse. So x square upon 16 plus y square upon 9 is equals to 1. So what we do? We first draw this ellipse. So this is our ellipse. For this what we do? First we put value of y is 0. So we get x is equals to plus or minus 4, and then we put x is equals to 0. We get y is equals to plus or minus 3. So I will get point on x-axis and y-axis and I will join them with a smooth curve that will give me ellipse. Now if you observe this ellipse carefully, you will find that the area which is in the first quadrant, okay, this is same as area in the second quadrant, area in the third quadrant, area in the fourth quadrant. So if I calculate area in the first quadrant and multiply that area by 4, I can get the area of ellipse. So let us do that. Before doing that, I will first find the value of y in terms of x, because here when I am calculating area in the first quadrant, I can use the formula A is equals to integration of y dx. So I want y in terms of x. Now here after simplification what we get? We get y is equals to 3 upon 4 root of 4 square minus x square. So the required area is equal to 4 times, okay, 4 times y dx, and our limit between x-axis, limit for x is equals to 0, which is y-axis, to x is equals to 4. So from these 2 points, from this point to this point, we will calculate the area and we multiply that with 4 so that we will get the complete area. So we put the value, okay, integration of 3 by 4 root of 4 square minus x square dx. Now the integration of a square minus x square is x upon a root of x square a square minus x square plus a square divided by 2 sin inverse x upon a. Now for year 2020-21, okay, integration of this formula is excluded from the syllabus because they are getting less time for study. So the students who are preparing for, okay, board exams in 2020-21, they can exclude this problem, or there is this formula which they have to use, they can see how to solve this problem. Okay, so only thing is that they have to remember this formula. Integration of a square minus x square is x upon a root of a square minus x square plus a square upon 2 sin inverse x upon a, and we have to use the limit 0 to 4. So apply the limit. Okay, after application of limit you will get the required area, which is 12 pi. So the area of ellipse is 12 pi. Similarly, here you have ellipse x square divided by 4 plus y square upon 9 is equals to 1. So as we have done in the previous problem, in the same way you are going to proceed here and you will find area of ellipse. So the required area, when you solve, you will get it is 6 pi square unit. Okay, let us see this sixth question. Find the area of the region in the first quadrant enclosed by x-axis, line x is equals to root 3y and the circle x square plus y square is equals to 4. So first we draw the required graphs. So x square plus y square is equals to 4. This is a circle with center at origin and radius equal to 2. So we drawn that circle. Then x is equals to root 3y. We have drawn this line also. We have to find the area of the region in the first quadrant enclosed between these two curves. So if you see, okay, we have, okay, this required area, okay, that I can calculate in splitting the limit. Okay, splitting the limit, because from origin to this point x, okay, the area is between x-axis and line x equal to root 3y. Okay, and beyond point x, that is between x to a, the area is between the circle and x-axis. So we have to split limit here while solving the problem. So let us see. Let the line x is equals to root 3y intersect circle x square plus y square is equals to 4 at point C. Okay, I have to calculate the coordinate of point C. Okay, now for that what I will do, I will put the value of x as root 3y in this equation of circle. So I will get in place of x root 3y, so it is root 3y the whole square plus y square is equals to 4. Now when I square, I will get 3y square plus y square is equals to 4. That gives me the value of y as plus or minus 1. Now here in our case, the value of y is plus 1. As the point C is in the first quadrant, y is plus 1. When we put y equals to plus 1 in the equation x equal to root 3y, we will get x equal to root 3. So we have x is equals to root 3 and y is equals to 1. So therefore the required point is x is equals to the required point is C root 3 comma 1. So here we have the coordinate of point C. Okay, now I will find area. So for area of this OCA or OAC, okay, this figure will be equal to area of OCX plus area of XCA. As I discussed earlier, we have to divide this whole area into part. Okay, so this whole area is divided in one triangle like this, and the other part is between circle and x-axis. So our area, okay, it will be first between line x is equals to root 3y, so y will become x upon root 3. So y dx, okay, because we are finding area between curve and x-axis, so it is y dx. Value of y is x upon root 3, so it is x upon root 3 dx. Limit is between 0 to 3 plus from x to a we have limit between root 3 to 2, and the equation of circle in terms of y is root of 4 minus x square dx. Now x upon root 3, so 1 upon root 3 we will take out. Integration of x is x square upon 2. We will put the limit as 0 to root 3 plus area of root of a square minus x square. We will write x upon 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square upon 2 sin inverse x upon a. We will put the limit. Okay, we will solve it and finally we will get answer. Here we are getting answer as pi by 3. So the required area is pi by 3 square unit. Now find the area of the smaller part of circle x square plus y square is equal to a square cut off by the line x equal to a upon root 2. So you can see here we have to find this shaded area, right? The shaded area is between means shaded area, if you see, it is symmetrical about x-axis. So it is easy to calculate area above x-axis and then multiply whole by 2. Okay, and the area above x-axis is between x equal to a upon root 2 and x equal to a, right? And the equation of curve, you have y equal to root of a square minus x square. So again the problem is simple, you have to apply the formula and you will get the answer. So here we are getting answer as a square upon 2 n bracket pi by 2 minus 1. What I recommend that this problem you try to solve yourself. Now let us move to the next question. The area between x is equal to y square and x equal to 4 is divided into two equal parts by the line x is equal to a. Find the value of a. So this problem is different from the one which we have solved so far. So I will not cover this problem in this lecture. We will discuss this problem in our next lecture. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. You understand each and everything what we have discussed. Thank you. Thank you for watching this lecture.